Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building, we back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, man. Back in the building, man. Your boy, the Taryn playing 1/3 of the Down to the Wire 513 podcast, man. First off, man, appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. The good brothers, Josh, Doc Evans, Fly Man Rand, they'll be checking in a little bit later on. But, you know, for me right now, man, to hold it down, man, hold it down for the good people. So, first off, before we get everything going, make sure y'all give us a follow on everything Down to the Wire 513. See it scrolling at the bottom right there. Google us is the easiest way to find us. And also, man, if y'all didn't know, if y'all weren't aware, our 6th annual Down to the Wire 513 fantasy football draft is taking place. It is up. You'll be able to register for it as of next week. Our draft will be September 7th. So tell a friend if y'all interested in fantasy football. Make sure y'all tap in with us and join us, man, for our 6th annual Down to the Wire fantasy football league, man. Y'all gotta compete with your boy, the defending champ. So I finally won it last year. So yeah, y'all gotta come in and try to dethrone me. But yeah, man, Down to the Wire 513, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. Each and every Wednesday, roughly about 8:30, 8:50, somewhere in that range when we get started, man. But without further ado, man, let's go on and get started, man. The first thing I'm gonna talk about tonight is I think the biggest story here, especially in the city of Cincinnati, man. Adrien Broner, man. If y'all didn't know, man, Adrien Broner is supposed to have a fight this Saturday against Omar Figueroa. But as Adrien tweeted just the other day on his Instagram, saying right here, man, I'm going through a lot at this moment in my life, but I ain't gonna give up. I set more goals, and I ain't stop fighting until I finish what I started. But sorry to say, I'm not fighting. I am not fighting. Hashtag August 20th now. For me, when I first saw this, I was thinking, like, well, one, I was disappointed as a fan because it's been almost 2 years since we last seen Adrien Broner in a ring. And granted, if you like him or not, like his personality or not, he is entertaining when it comes to boxing. So for me, just as a fan of his, I was very disappointed that he's not fighting this Saturday. And basically saying that his mental health isn't in the best state right now. He also said this. Sorry to all my fans, but mental health is real, and I'm not about to play inside the ring. I watched a lot of people die playing with their boxing career, and that's something I won't do. Just pray for me. I love the sport of boxing too much to not give my all, and I feel like I came up short before because my mindset wasn't 100% there, and I'll be damned if I make this mistake again. I need to make some changes for the better instead of worrying about other people's feelings and pleasing them, when in all reality, I have nothing to prove to nobody. Granted, obviously he doesn't have nothing to prove to nobody. Four-time champion in 4 different weight classes, the youngest to do it. His resume speaks for itself. But I will say this for AB at this stage in his career, man. If you want to get back to the sport of boxing, man, you have to get back in the ring anytime soon. Now, granted, if your mind wasn't fully there, hey, by all means, hey, do what you got to do to protect your mental health. Like you said, you can die in that ring. When fighters, UFC fighters, boxers, anybody stepping in that ring, man, you put your life on the line each and every night. So if you feel mentally you weren't in there, you weren't in the right space, by all means, don't do it. And also, if you feel like you weren't in the best shape, because a lot of speculation out there. Some people feel like he wasn't going to be able to make the weight this Saturday. Granted, he like I said, his last fight was 2 years ago. He didn't look good in that fight. So why put yourself in that situation? Basically come out, I didn't make weight. I'm just fighting to be fighting. If you don't come out there and basically embarrass yourself and screw up possibly the last chance you got. Because let's be honest, man, AB hasn't been at the face of boxing. Shit, about 5 years. I mean, obviously we all know his history. Lost to Marcos Maidana, came back, fought John Molina, and then fought Showtime Sean Porter. Lost there. A few years later, had to fight Manny Pacquiao. Didn't look so good there, man. So obviously, a lot of people feel like his time is passing by in the sport of boxing. But at the end of the day, AB still sells fights, still put butts in seats, is still very entertaining. He still can make, I think, one last run in the sport of boxing, but he's going to have to take it serious. And if this is it, I feel like this is his last chance. So if he's not in the right mental space to make that final push, by all means, yeah, don't step in the ring just because people tell you to. So, wishing all the best for AB, man. Like I said, for me, I was disappointed that he's not fighting this Saturday, and we'll see what happens here moving forward, man. He's 33. I think he's on the very back end of his prime, man, and to get back to the top, man, he has to no more mistakes, no more screw ups, no more messing around, man. You gotta go at a full percent, you gotta go at it 100%, man. And for AB to back out of I salute to you for thinking of yourself and thinking of you first and not just trying to go at it for the money or whatever. So shout out to AB, man, and hopefully we get to see you in the ring soon. Speaking of Cincinnati, man, if y'all don't know, man, high school sports is back in action, man. High school football kicks off tomorrow night. A lot of great games going on around the city, man. My alma mater, Withrow, taking on Walnut Hills over at Withrow, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Head to the game if y'all can. Support the black and orange. Also, another big game in the city, Tav versus Roger Bacon. If y'all didn't get a chance, man, to tap in with us on Sports and Spirits this past Friday, we had a great guest, offensive line coach, Coach Tav, man. He tapped in with me, Iran, joined the show. Just talked about some expectations for the upcoming season, man, and what he's trying to do down at Tav, man. So I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of that conversation before we hop back in here and continue with the show. So here's part of our conversation with Coach Tav from Sports and Spirits Friday. Like get into coaching. Because that's something did you always wanted to do?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest. In my playing days, I tell people I have no shame in my game. I was never the best football player by any means. I was good. A lot of my friends say I don't give myself enough credit, but I'm a realistic guy. I was cool. I was cool on the field, but I always knew I loved the game in every capacity. So even if I wasn't a player, I knew I wanted to have something to do with the game of football. And just the way the Cards played, I mean, I played at Coleraine, had a great high school career, went on D2 to Tiffin University. I gave it a go there. Didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, but from there, made some good connections. Kind of got my foot in the door with a little bit of coaching while I was in college. But when I got here, that from being honest, man, that Coleraine High School, just that gets you in a lot of doors, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I already know.
Football it's really not too much you can't do in football in Cincinnati when you got that Coleraine tag. So it just knowing some people. I did the youth thing for a little bit. So I'm a big fan of teaching the game. And when you get to mold these children and really show them the right way to play and trying to teach them right from wrong at the same time, I really enjoyed that. But then my guy Tyler, he got the call at TAF. He immediately called me and a bunch of our friends, and I mean, it was like a dream come true. Like, why? How could you not go coach with some of your former teammates, guys you consider brothers now in life? So it was a no-brainer for me, man. And knowing what I know, I didn't really know much about TAF. I mean, of course, your Adolphus Washington went on the OC, played in the league. You got Too Tall, who went to Oregon, played for a while. Those guys. But outside of that, I didn't really know much about TAF. So it was all new to me. But I mean, from day one, I fell in love with it. Fell in love with the kids. Fell in love with just the atmosphere. I mean, it's coming from where I played football and to see where I coach football. It just made me think, man, what if I would have went downtown and played, or what if I would have been with my people doing this?
Right.
Different, because I wouldn't trade this for the world, man. I really would.
Yes, speak on it, because I mean, talk about a little bit off air about the CMAC and how it's back, basically, because I know for a few years, I know Withrow, they went away, they went to join the ECC, and I feel like during that time, like the CMAC kind of took a dip, but then Withrow came back a few years ago, and now you see the CMAC is back to when I was in high school. Like,
yeah, for sure. I think, honestly, man, I just think the level of coaching at each school has just drastically went up. I think a lot of these schools got the right guys involved right now. They got guys with the right intentions that really just want to see these kids reach their full potential. I think that is what really just changed everything across the board. Not even just TAP. I mean, Withrow, Hughes, Woodward has a new coach. They look like they're doing great things over there. There's so many schools, and everybody I just seen the recruiting just going through the roof. I seen Withrow. I think they went down to Jackson, go see Dion and all. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything is just rolling right now, and these kids are buying in. Everybody's playing, and the biggest thing I'm seeing is a lot of people don't feel like we got to go here, there, and everywhere else for our kids to play ball no more. You know what I mean? Back when, just 10, 15 years ago when we was in high school, yeah, Colerain was a powerhouse, but quiet as kept. A lot of them kids didn't grow up in Colerain. A lot of them Colerain until they high school. You know what I'm saying?
But they knew that was where they had to go to get looks. You know?
Got your powerhouses in these GCLs. But if you look, none of these kids is going to these GCL elementary schools. We're getting high school because we feel for us to keep going and make it to that next level, this is where we have to be.
Right.
I think the days of that are over. These kids I'm coaching are they're from right where we're coaching at. The kids over at Hugh, they're right over there in that part of town. I think that's the greatest thing about all of this is because we don't have to run to nobody else for help no more. We can do all this ourselves. And that's the best part of it.
Beautiful thing, man.
That's since we've been there. I can't even count on two hands how many kids have gotten scholarship offers and this, that, and the third from these colleges when just a few years ago, none of this was even heard of at these schools. And I don't understand how. But regardless, whatever happened in the past is the past. We're building for the future, and we're trying to show these kids, hey, man, let's do this right here with us. We ain't gotta run over here or over there no more. We can do all this with everything we got right here. And that's why I think as a whole, the whole conference is flourishing. Because everybody's staying home just doing their thing, and it's genuine now. It's not just a business.
Yeah. And I think you kind of spoke on that earlier when you said, y'all kind of building connections, you build with people that's in the higher up, even programs. When you look at the people that you see, that you have a connection with already. So y'all are kind of building a connection with those guys or those coaches at the higher levels already. Y'all kind of funneling these kids to those coaches. You know what I'm saying? Or get these coaches, hey, look, man, I know you going to Colerain, look at those kids, but I got kids over here just as talented. You know what I'm saying? Right down the street. You can look at too, as just as talented as those guys.
Exactly.
No, I know you just talked about how it was like 10, 15 years ago where kids had to go to, like I said, Colerain or St. X or wherever to get looks.
Moeller.
Yeah. Now, the big difference, I think that it just changed last year. Now it seems like I think everybody makes the playoffs now.
Yeah. Yep. In Ohio, make it.
And I think that's a beautiful thing. 'Cause I know, at least a few years ago, I know when my brother was playing, like he had like some of his football teams like were so talented, but you had to select few to make the playoffs. How do you think that affects, like, I basically saying these kids don't have to go to Colerain now because now they get a chance to play in the because you obviously know you in high school, everybody wants to play for that state championship ring. And now you, like I say, you got kids that don't have to go to those bigger schools to get a shot, basically. Right.
I mean, I think like we said, it's just kind of just goes hand in hand with what we were just saying. It's just like just the opportunities are different and everything is just right there for you. You know what I mean? We're in such a right now era where we got everything right here on our phone, and it's just circulating to everything in our lives. Whereas, like you said, like we just said before, 10 years ago, the coaches would be in Cincinnati recruiting. But they're only going to 4 or 5 schools. Whereas every kid has huddle on their phone. Every kid has control of their own everything. I can post these highlights now. Okay, this coach saw that. Now I got to go to tab. Now I need to go over to Woodward. And the best thing about all of it is when you got the right guys in position, we're not here for you to just recruit our guys. Oh yeah, have you heard about this kid from Winton Woods, or have you heard about this? We want everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's across the board with all the coaches, not just us at Taft, because I know in conversations I'm having with all these other coaches is we all are on the mindset of we're not just picking certain guys that we want to make it. We want everybody to make it. And there was a point in time where coaches didn't have that view. Coaches would have their guys, and then it was everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We in that mindset that everybody eats. So with the whole playoff expansion, that just goes right into that, because it's like now I don't even gotta have that in my mind where it's like, dang man, I want to play with my boys, but man, we don't never make the playoffs over here. But if I go to the street right around the corner, they go 10-0 every year, I'll get to go to the playoffs. Now it's like, regardless, I can play with my boys, we can go to the playoffs and still make some noise. And the best part about that is, as we all know, it don't matter what you do in the regular season.
Facts.
They all start. It's a whole
new season.
I don't care if you went 0-10. Yo, if that 10-0 team don't come ready to play, you out of here. You gotta go home. Gotta go home to that 0-10 team. And now you that team that got shocked in the first round. Nobody wants to be that team. So now everyone's at their hungriest. So it just makes for better football at the end of the day, in my opinion.
100%. 100%.
Right.
I want to give you y'all flowers there, like I said, for making the change at Tab. Second year in, man. What y'all doing with these kids, man? Hey, y'all deserve y'all flowers for that, man.
Yeah, salute to y'all, man. It's a beautiful thing. Everything you explain is what it's definitely how it should have been.
Right.
So it's definitely good how y'all coming in and changing the culture and making the culture something that kids actually want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? And should want to be a part of.
So obviously, about to start new season. Season starts next Thursday. 25th Skyline Crosstown Showdown. I'll take on Roger Bacon. That's game number one. Just talk about obviously what can we expect to see when we go down when people show up to see the Taft Senators in 2022, 2023.
I'm gonna be honest, man. You're gonna see some great football first and foremost. You're gonna see some kids having a lot of fun playing football. And with this group we got right now, you're going to see some special things, man. I mean, from the offense to the defensive side of the ball, I mean, these are some of the, if I'm being honest, these are some of the best athletes I've been around. So I really can see how this season, I have my expectations, and I think we can far exceed where I have us set, because some of these kids, man, sometimes I just be at practice just amazed, like, wow, how did I end up here?
That's amazing, man.
How am I coaching this guy? Like, that's times, but to be able to be a less than a week out from football, we get to start our season off same way we did last year. Roger Bacon, definitely got to get our get back, man. It was a tough game. They pulled it out on a free play, blown coverage. They go down the field, so they left a bad taste in our mouth. So I know a lot of our guys, we got this one circled for sure. We want to start our season off the right way, so. If you got time, Thursday, first game of the city, down over on Mitchell, Roger Bacon, right by the Friars Club. Come on down. We're gonna start the season off the right way for sure.
That was part of our conversation, man, with Taft offensive line coach Taft, man. Appreciate him tapping in with us, man. We're gonna do a lot more coaches interviews from around the city, man, real soon. I'm working on one, man. If you watching, man, you know who you is, man. You're supposed to be the first one. But man, shout out to Coach Ted, man. Appreciate you from joining us, man. And like I said, we'll get a lot more coaches on throughout the high school football season and into the high school basketball season for show. Full show, man. This is Down to the Wire 513. Make sure you give us a follow. Everything Down to the Wire 513. Talk sports, man, each and every Wednesday night, man. Every Friday, Sports and Spirits Friday. Let's see. Next topic conversation, man, we're gonna talk about is Brandon Jennings, man. Brandon Jennings, former #1 high school All-American star, played basketball overseas, played a few years with the Milwaukee Bucks, and then bounced around before ultimately being out of the league. I think he spent 7 years in the NBA. But Brandon Jennings, man, high school legend, had some very interesting comments to say this past week about players and their love for the game of the NBA. Let me see. I'll pull it up right here real quick. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Sorry. So first off, Brandon Jennings tweets that it's only a couple of guys in the NBA that love the game. Outside of the NBA, kids make so much money. Now you think they care? He says I'm a fan of the game of basketball. Why would I go pay watch the players that can decide whenever they want to play? For one, whoever made this a players' league was the stupidest thing ever for the game of basketball. The NBA got to change its rules now. Y'all watch NBA, y'all know it's 100% a players' league. Everything he's speaking on is facts. This is a players' league. I know it's been a few NBA games I went to where I was hoping to see somebody play, and for whatever reason they sat out LeBron. And we've seen it transition, man, throughout the years, man. We first got wind of it a few years ago when San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich was known for this, just resting his guys, his older guys, just for the sake of it, just to keep them fresh, give them days off or whatever. And now that's transition. Now you got guys missing, like I said, like 20 games just due to rest, just not even due to just due to rest, just because they don't feel like playing that night. And it's cheating the game. I know we said this plenty of times on the show about players cheating the game, and if you cheat the game won't treat you back. I've had the good brother Randall, man. He actually tapped in a little bit earlier, and he had a few thoughts on this specific conversation. Let's see what Rand had to say.
Brothers was good. Had to tap in y'all one time for the one time, man. Might tap in later on in the show too, man. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. But let's get right to it, man. I'm gonna start with Brandon Jennings. What he said was 100% correct. I think it shows. If you look at the last, I would say like 3 to 4 years in the league, definitely with the whole James Harden saga, both in Houston and Brooklyn. Then you look at the whole Ben Simmons saga that happened in Philly. And then you look at now what's happening with KD in Brooklyn. And James Harden in Brooklyn, like I said as well. So players are taking a little bit too much control, I think. Kind of like Brandon Jennings, mentioned in the tweet. It needs to be a little bit more even because the owners are putting a lot of investment, a lot of money behind these players.
Good brother Josh, what's going on, brother?
What's going on?
What's going on, brother? Hey, man, down to the Wi-Fi. You know how we do each every Wednesday. Okay, there you go. There you go. Barely hear you a little there first. I got you now. Or you going in and out a little bit. Oh dang, we lost you. Dang it. Good brother Josh checked in. He'll be back in, but let's continue to see what else Rand had to say about the Brandon Jennings situation.
A lot of promise behind these players, and NBA money for the most part. Once you get to that level, that level of superstar is pretty much guaranteed. And I think if they don't begin to be more friendly with these contracts and these owners and actually playing these games, owners are going to want to be more like the NFL owners. And want to be more cutthroat when it comes to these contracts, and that's not going to be good for the NBA and the players. Of course, I'm pro player. I've always been pro player, kind of like Brandon Jennings said. But now it's a little bit leaning too much toward the players. We got guys playing 60 games a year, and still getting their full salary. When you look at the way the contract and the whole CBA is structured, most of the players' salaries are coming from TV contracts. So if you're missing TV games, how do you think it's affecting the bottom line for the league and the advertisers that's paying the league, that's paying?
That's facts. That's facts. At the end of the day, it's all about that dollar bill, y'all. You can't cheat the NBA out their money, or they're gonna come back with a vengeance. Good brother, you got us. You back in here?
I'm in. Can you hear me?
I got you now. Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
What's your thoughts on
How you feeling?
Hey, I'm good, babe. Hey, bless Black Highly Favored. You know how I do.
I know all day.
What's your thoughts on the Brandon Jennings situation, man? About him saying players don't love the game.
But you know, it kind of plays into what I told you before. Remember I was talking about on a past show, like how with the CBA got to be a little bit more even.
Mm-hmm.
It got to be a little bit more even. It's like the owners are getting killed right now, and the players don't even see it as, and it's fucking up the game, man. If I'm being honest, I don't remember all that load management when Mike and them was playing, and just growing up thinking about it. Our dads complaining at the TV. He ain't played tonight. Or let's go into when our young age, when we really started to be able to understand the game. Kobe wasn't load management. You getting paid millions of dollars, and I understand, the body is the most important thing, right? But you getting paid millions of dollars, and people coming out to pay good dollars to see you. I'm not really with that load management unless you in year 18. You know what I mean?
Facts, 100%.
I think they have to. They gotta do something about it, and it can't just be a little fine because the team just pay it. Don't nobody give a damn. The CBA got to be a little bit more even, and I'm all for players making their money, but they got to play.
Facts, and like you said, man, they make too much damn money. Like I said, even if you're in year 18, like LeBron's still putting in $1 million in the offseason on his body, spending it on his body. So if you players love the game, like I said, you could take the time in offseason. You ain't got to spend $1 million, but you got enough money where you could pay somebody to help you stay in shape so you can survive and last the entire 82 games without missing major time.
Yeah, I mean, unless you get injured, you should be playing.
Facts.
And, I mean, that's it. You get just paid too much money. Just saying. And they ain't getting paid a fraction, and their job is arguably more important.
Yep. And honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, when the CBA comes back up, I think we're getting another lockout. We're going to get another lockout.
Oh, for sure. And you know what I hate, bro? I feel like for us, we're gonna be on the owner side a little bit, and that's gonna suck because we hate to be on the owner side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like some got to give these guys, and it started with Kawhi, and he had a legitimate kind of issue that was going on because of the doctors and the Spurs, but then it kind of just like spiraled out of control. And with the NBA getting rid of some of those back-to-backs like that, where it's not like, you should be playing, period. You should be playing. And then if the back-to-backs happen only like once, twice a season, then they just happen like twice a season. So you should be hooping, period.
Facts. Now, with that being said, should I mean, why did we talk about it a few weeks ago? Should NBA shorten the season?
No. Hoop. Go hoop. It's been how long has it been? 82 games.
At least like since the 70s. I know that far.
Yeah, go hoop. No. Go hoop. Period. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Go hoop.
At the end of the day, what this is doing, man, it's screwing up the younger generation coming up behind them. Because like I said, now they seeing, I said, the Kawhi Leonards, the Kevin Durant's, James Harden's, Ben Simmons, whoever you want to name, all these guys load management. They seeing these guys sit out and still get paid. And now, like I said, you got guys coming to the league. They following trend.
This is where we miss a guy like Kobe Bryant, and we all love Kobe because Kobe's the type of guy that comes out like, man, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's where we missed a guy like Kobe, because Jordan is there, but Jordan really ain't that vocal until somebody challenged his greatness. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's
why I feel like that's why I feel like Steph could come in and do that, because for the most part, Steph plays most of the games.
Yeah, I mean, a guy like Steph, I mean, and LeBron, it's crazy that the best players are doing this because, like, it's really families out there that are spending, like, hey, man, I done saved up these dollars to get decent seats because, I mean, it's easy to probably get nosebleeds, you know what I'm saying? Not in L.A., though, but I mean, so you get decent seats, and it's like, you ain't going to hoop tonight? I'm hurt. I'm hot. Like, for real, we came to see Bron. Especially now, if you taking away, if you're gonna sit, it needs to be a home game. Period. Because I got another shot to see you. With the Lakers, though, I mean, I feel like Bron should never sit unless he hurt. Honestly, I mean, I'll say because he's old, but I'm talking like Anthony Davis type that's younger. You should never sit because they expensive.
Yeah, man, and that's one reason. That's one reason I appreciate Giannis. I mean, Giannis, like I said, he plays there. Yeah, I feel like he's kind of like the leader for that next generation. Like he go out there and plays 100% every night. I feel like Russell Westbrook has that same. Westbrook has that same mentality, but his game, like this past
his game
season,
deteriorated.
Yeah,
and you know, I'm okay even if you go out there and you hoop and you don't play high minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like. Not unless you playing some killers, and then it's like, come on, go, bro, go hoop. But like, you go out there, you ain't playing high minutes. I mean, but at least they get to see you hoop. You know what I'm saying? But like sitting out the whole game, or if let's say you average playing 35 minutes a game, and you only play like 5, you should go at least play half of what you average, and that ain't gonna hurt your body. Go. You know what I'm saying? We've all played in games where we took it easy, but at least they get to see you play.
At the end of the day, that's all it's about. Like I said, go out there, give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes a night, 5 minutes a quarter. There. I've seen you play. I'm happy. He has a ticket. I'm happy.
I just think about the time, you know, I tell you guys often when I got to and it's crazy because I remember it. I was a kid, man. I saw Michael Jordan with the Wizards. He scored 40 plus points. And he was the oldest player to do it, plus 40 player to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that stuck with me forever. Mm-hmm. You know, I tell you guys about that all the time. I got to see Mike do that was amazing. It's bigger than basketball, man. Like and it's a job, but at the end of the day, I can't say that I'm just taking a day off and you making way more money than me. So you know what I'm saying? And if you get hurt, guess what? You getting fixed up for free.
Facts.
You know,
100%.
I hate that load management stuff because the players we grew up with ain't do that shit.
Hell no. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, man, like I said, we're headed towards lockout. I'm not sure when the next CBA when the CBA is up, but we are definitely headed for a lockout. And like you said, we're going to be on when it comes to the lockout. We're going to be on the side of the owners because these players have taken advantage of this load management shit.
Right. It's like the NFL. It's like the NFL is it's like politics. The NFL is one side, like the Republicans just for the, you know, and the NBA is like the Democrats, bro. And it's like far right, far left, and it's like you got to be a median in the middle, and that's even in life. You know what I'm saying? We got to meet each other in the middle.
100%. So at the end of the day, I agree with everything Brandon Jennings is saying. The love is lost for most of the guys in the NBA.
I just think about when we was young and like how our mentality was about the game. Bro, I just wanted to hoop every day. Like, you feel me? Like we get to hoop, cool.
I hate it when I had that when you turn that ankle and you can't hoop for a few days.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I get to hoop, cool. Like shit. And if I wasn't working like I am now, then if I could get fixed up for free, you know what? I would hoop every day still. But shit, I ain't getting fixed up for free, and I ain't gonna keep getting paid if I miss work. So shit, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But I love, these guys. They don't love the game the same way. A guy like Bron, if he sit and as long as it's at home, okay, man. I mean, he done earned that a little bit. I mean, I really think he should still be playing, but like he done put in a lot more minutes than a lot of guys. So like them legs, they starting to get tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Kawhi, man, go hoop, nigga. Damn, like that hamstring stuff is over with. Go play basketball.
KD, go hoop. Harden, Ben Simmons, go hoop, bro. Like,
go hoop. Load management, like, bro. It gotta be like they gotta in the CBA. They gotta fix it. Like, if you are healthy, you have to play in at least 70 games or else you take a pay cut or some shit like that.
yeah, like you said, it gotta be something strict. Because remember, and this is a different rule, but like a few years ago, they added that flopping rule. But bro, they don't even do that shit no more. Like, niggas still flop hella.
Yeah.
So whatever this rule gotta be, like I said, it gotta be strict.
They gotta be strict. Like, hey, look, if you don't play 70 out of the game, three, or you know what I'm saying, like, or something like that, you lose like a significant amount of pay.
Yep.
Like that it got to be a percentage where people are like, it's gonna hurt the big players. Still, like, shit, I ain't losing that money. If you hurt, that's different, man. You know, you can't play. You hurt, but come on, man. That's they're getting ridiculous.
100%. So we'll see.
Hey, touching on AB though. Let me do that because I know this. Hit it. I'm gonna hit it real.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. He ain't in shape, bro. He ain't gonna make weight.
That's what I said.
Wait, bro. He wasn't gonna make weight. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'll talk to you off air. He wasn't gonna make weight.
You can see it though, but like this whole like lead up to the fight was weird because there wasn't no press conference. Like, they did a online press conference. Wasn't really none of the fighters really hyping the fight, so it just felt weird. You know, usually at AB fight, AB's front and center in front of cameras and everything, so you knew something was up.
Hey,
so
see, I'll talk to you off air. He wasn't gonna make weight. That's just my speculation. I'm gonna talk to my boy off air. He wasn't gonna make weight.
All right, then we'll talk off air for that. Bron signed 2 years with the Lakers. How you feel about that?
I'm happy about that. This is the first time in Bron's career where he gave the team the ability to relax and like, look, okay, we know you at least locked in, and we're gonna you give us this ability to actually. They are really gonna. The Lakers always try. And in his defense, this ain't Cleveland. I mean, and he shouldn't deal with Miami because Pat Riley always wants to win. But Cleveland, I get it. But the Lakers are going to try to get somebody. They're going to try to get every single big name. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can afford them, the Lakers are going to try to get every big name. So with him doing that, it allows them to like, hey, he's locked in for this time. You know, Bronny's coming. We know he wants to play with Bronny. And so they can make an accurate pitch to, some type of free agent that they might want to get. Like, look, Bron going to be here for boom, boom, boom. He's getting older. And, you know what I'm saying? You know he want to play with Bronny. But if you want to, like, do a 1-and-1, I don't know exactly, what the next is going to look like after 2-3 years. But, like, you're going to have it solid for this much. You know what I'm saying? And that's important when you're trying to plan for the future.
Oh, 100%. Bron got the Kobe deal, in Kobe's last 2 years. I forget. I think Kobe got over 100. They gave Bron 97.
Well, I think Bron could have probably got more, but like Kobe, they wasn't doing shit. It was over.
Yeah, we weren't winning shit. Those final 2 years. So yeah, good deal. I think good deal for both Lakers and Bron in this situation. Like you said, Lakers are going to try to do everything they can to help Bron win. But like y'all been saying on the show, it all at the end of the day is coming down to Anthony Davis. He has to be,
baby. You got to be the best player. He has to be the best player. I mean, like, and I'm talking about like for in a 48-minute game, he has to be the best player for 36 minutes. Maybe 38. You know what I'm saying? He got to be the best player.
100%.
If Bron has not been in a situation. I firmly believe he can get in a situation where he can be, take it easy most of the game, and then at the end, all right, it's your time. Bron at that point, he go crazy because Bron still got it, man, and Bron's he's a GOAT, man, and he don't really and when you think about the evolution of LeBron James, man, when he first came in, he's not clutch. When LeBron shoot that big shot, man, as long as it ain't nothing crazy, I think it's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think it's going in now. You know what I'm saying?
Now, because earlier in his career, it was like, oh, that shit ain't going in.
Right, exactly. Like, hey, he with us, but he shoot that. I think it's going in. So shit, man. I mean, Anthony Davis just got to give us something. He's really hurt the Lakers. Because there ain't no way. I know he got hurt, but there ain't no way with the roster, even if Westbrook's a bum, like we all done said, ain't no way they don't make they shouldn't make the playoffs.
100%. Because they just they made it, like I said, 2 years ago with just Bron and AD. So, but also Westbrook does have to play much better too this year though.
Oh, for sure, and I think he will.
So.
I think he will. I mean, it's not going to be the Westbrook of old, but I think he has something to prove, and he's going to turn the ball over a lot less, and that's part of the problem. He's not going to be a Sports Center highlight because he's getting a little older, and every once in a while he will, but he's starting to he's just starting to age, and I think with this he's going to lean into the role some. If he want a ring, that's what he's going to have to do. And then, he gonna be the type of guy every once in a while, Westbrook gave us 30. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We weren't expecting that. Okay, then, Brooke. We see you, baby.
That's all we need from Westbrook. Like I said, you ain't got to be great every single night, but every once in a while, show flash. That's all we need from the end of the day. So,
yeah, man.
All right, good brother. Let's see. I got one more. Let's see. One more topic. WNBA playoffs. I know they just started today. Matter of fact, they on right now. They on right now.
Go ahead,
I know why you laugh. But now WNBA playoffs, man. One, I will say I'm excited for this personally. I've been watching the past few months. I think there's only really one first round game I'm excited about, and that's Seattle and Washington, 4-5 matchup. This is something new to me. This first time I never knew that the top 2 seeds used to get a first round bye, but now they're playing like NBA rules basically, 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7. So excited to see how this is, man.
So only 8 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah, ain't no. Well, yeah, it's only 12 teams in the WNBA, so best 8 teams make the playoffs.
See, that's what I'm gonna be quiet. See, that's what I was talking. That's what I was talking about earlier. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
But no, I think the Las Vegas Aces, man, they're the favorite, number 1 overall seed. Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and Chelsea Gray, bro. She is a hooper. Like she's a hooper, bro. Like if you're just a fan of hoop, watch the Las Vegas Aces. They're very entertaining. They got some hoopers on that squad, led by Asia Wilson. But Chelsea Gray has become my favorite player to watch because she's a dog, point goddess. I'll say that much. I think they're going to sweep the Sun. Candace Parker, this is her last year with Chicago Sky. They're 2 seeds. She's trying to repeat back-to-back championship. We'll see if she can get that done. Sue Bird also last year in the league. Seattle, like I said, Seattle Storm versus Washington Mystics versus I think the KD of WNBA basketball, Elena Deladon. That's gonna be an entertaining series. And then the last one, the Connect Sun and Dallas Wing. Dallas's best player is out. I think that would be a sweep for Kinetic Suns. Well, based on the bracket, I think it's going to be the Aces versus Chicago Sky for the WNBA Finals championship. Candace Parker versus Asia Wilson, and that's going to be a hell of a matchup if we do get that. So if we do get that,
That's what's up.
So tap in, enjoy that. That'll at least get most everybody to football season. I know that's football season around the corner. That'll get you to open the week 1 of football season. Which by the way, we do got 3 confirmed fantasy football entrants right now. 3 people from last year. They are confirmed. They paid the money, so we good. So 6 spots is locked up. 6 spots is locked up right now in the fantasy football league.
Okay.
So then just last few quick notes. Deontay Wilder, guarantee he's back in the ring October 15th. He is fighting. He is back official on the pay-per-view. Excited about that.
He gonna knock that nigga out. He fighting a trash can probably.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is.
Oh, good night.
It's gonna be early Tyson 90s vibes for sure. I
feel bad for the nigga he about to fight.
Tyson Fury officially on his 34th birthday said he's not coming back fighting, so he's done. The belt will be vacant.
That's what's up, man. If you don't need to fight again, you made your money. Boxing really is a brutal sport. Your money, and you feel like you feel in your heart you're comfortable enough to be out, you should quit fighting.
100%.
Roy Jones here, I think he's done himself a disservice, and I think I pray that I'm wrong. But I will see. I think we'll see in another 10 years that he should have not been fighting no more.
I agree.
My dad says that about Muhammad Ali all the time. He's like, he should have stopped fighting 10 years before them fights, and that's why it ended that way. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel that way about Roy Jones.
If boxing, well, I'll tell you, I guarantee if Ali was making money the boxers are making nowadays, he would have stopped fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
He would have stopped fighting.
What? Why he ain't make up? Never mind. No, don't worry about it.
I say conversation for another day. But yeah, man. We went through all topics. Touched AB situation. He is not fighting this Saturday, which sucks. I was looking forward to that fight, but
I'm so happy I ain't bought them tickets to Miami, bro. I would have had to strangle that nigga, bro. I would have had to have some niggas hold his arms because he could beat me up. So like, niggas would have to strangle that nigga, bro. Cause I done been to Miami twice already this year. Like 3 times is too much.
Yeah. I may would have lost, but yeah, I'd had to get a lick in on AB if I'd have bought those tickets.
Feel me? Come on, bro.
All right, man. But now, with that being said, people, man, appreciate y'all rocking out with us.
David said though.
Yeah. He said people got to stop using mental health, and then he said I wasn't talking about AB. Nigga, we know you was talking about AB.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We ain't not stupid, bro.
At all.
That's it. Like, come on, bro. You talking about like he tweeted that, and then you said that they clearly don't like each other,
which was crazy because they supposed to be boys. I don't know.
Well, they could be boys. I talk stuff about my niggas too. That's why everybody deleted the whole shit. That wasn't funny. He probably called the nigga like, bro, I was talking about you, but like, bro, I know I probably went too far, bro. You know how you make a joke like, oh, you be like, oh, that wasn't cool.
Yeah. It's like, nigga, you should just call me and tell me that. You ain't got to put it out there in social media. Just call me and tell me that.
But it'll all be blown over by next week. AB's a nobody now, unfortunately, and I don't say that happily. I'm being sincere, man. I don't say that happily.
Damn.
He is. I mean, think of this is some bullshit.
It is. It 1% is. I can tell going this far all day, but let's go wrap this up. Coach Nair, it's been a long day for your boy, so I'm about to end this show right here on a good note. So this been Down to the Wire 513, episode 246. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always. Fantasy Football League, Fantasy Draft is September 7th. Make sure y'all tap in. We'll be live during this show, so make sure y'all tap in, get into the league. Let me, Josh, or Randall know y'all want in. It's just that simple, man. So for my good brothers, Flyman Rand, Josh Doc Evans, hopping on the Terran Bland, man. We'll catch y'all this Friday for Sports and Spirits Fridays, man. Till then, man, y'all be blessed and have a safe night, man.
Love y'all. Taft play tomorrow at Roger Bacon at 6:00. Get there and go check them boys out, man. Hey, and it takes a lot of love for me to say that. I'm happy Tav came in and talked to us. I hate Tav because I'm a big red and Karen's a tiger for life. Hey, go check out the Tav Senators. Them my guys. As long as them coaches there, I'm down with Tav football. I don't care what coach it comes for who. I'd never rock with them on that. But still, for Tav football, go check them boys out. I wish them boys nothing but the best, man.
I'm down with Tav as long as I ain't playing with her. And that I ended on that one.
What about basketball?
Hey, as long as I ain't playing with her, I'll support Tav.
Oh no, hell no, nope. not during the season. I want the boys to win the tournament because it's like, all right, go ahead. At the end of the day, like them kids, it's Cincinnati, but like, nah. I want Taz to lose every game. Basketball.
All right, man. That's it, man. That's the Wild 513 episode 246.
Hey, it's been down to the wire. He told y'all our socials. It's been real. We love y'all. We out.